Rock is a man of his word. He said he's going to put your son's blood on this.
What do we want to talk about?
I am him. I am him.
Hey, this is the Red Carpet Reign featuring TBK, the Turnbuckle King himself. Thank you guys for coming out for the WWE Raw Live Show commentary reaction. This is for the episode of Monday Night Raw for March 25th, 2024. Also, thank you for checking me out not only on Red Carpet Reign on YouTube, but also I am on X. And I will, when I do get to the bonus round later on, I will end the session on X and say our goodbyes. Speaking of the bonus round, we have CM Punk here, meaning the bonus round for CM Punk that we're going to have. The bonus round will be, will he make major role in title match? This is something to talk about of Monday Night Raw tonight. Definitely something to talk about. You want to tune in for this one. Got a lot to uncover, a lot to unveil. Talk about everything from the important parts in the beginning and important parts at the very, very end. Steve came into the ring. Mr. Goodbread, salute to you. Thanks for coming out. Now, with that being said, this is a new thing. Also, I know the WWE Raw Live Show commentary reaction normally is on Tuesday morning. Trying something a little different now, doing a little test run on Monday night right after the show, back to the way I originally used to do it. But anyway, we're going to get to the show and see what happened with the show and also, what led to everything. Let's get to the beginning. Allow me to get there. First off, before we do get to the whole Monday Night Raw, let's check out the Raw match card. We want to take a few moments to look that over. These are the matches that were advertised for the Monday Night Raw March 25th episode tonight. So please check that Raw card out. Now, some matches that did happen, they were not advertised, but these were the ones that were advertised prior. All right. Now, we're going to get to the beginning of the show. We'll talk about Cody Rhodes kick off Monday Night Raw, but we get a surprise appearance from The Rock. Do you smell what The Rock is cooking? Definitely did. This was very, very unexpected. The Rock was not advertised to come to Chicago for tonight. When we thought of this Monday Night Raw in Chicago, we thought of CM Punk. That's all we mainly just talked about. It was just Punk. But since Punk was at Raw, we got appearance from The Rock. As Cody Rhodes, he came out. He came out to talk about The Rock. He talked about Roman Reigns. He talked about Chicago. He talked about what Roman Reigns said about him being a politician. Then he said that Reigns said he made promises he can't keep. Then Cody just went on to talk about how he's the best man at someone's wedding, how he promised the kid this, and he's going to obligate to those decisions that he made, to the promises that he made. He said he never asked for nothing in return. And then he says he knows that WrestleMania 40 is coming up. He said that it's his fault that he got in the way of Rock and Roman Reigns, stating that he won the Royal Rumble. Then he mentioned that he won it twice, 2 years in a row. He said he never point sign WrestleMania. He can't do it alone. And he asked the fans how long can he do it with him. He said he don't ask another, but he's gonna ask the fans to point at the sign. And then boom, here comes The Rock. He came out and he did not say nothing. He got the fans. He got us. He got us. He got us. He really, really got us. And it was something that it was crazy. He got us. Rock is that good. He is that good. I gotta give it to The Rock.
Because I am that damn good.
So since he is that good, he whispers something to Cody, and then Rock leaves. And you know, Cody like, yo, what's going on? He looked very, confused, like, what are you doing? And then after they went to commercial break after that, and that's when we know Jackie Redmond called with The Rock. She said what he said to Rose, and then Rock said, he looked at it, he said, I thought he was gonna say, it doesn't matter what, but Rock was serious. He is the final boss. That's a comedic hero, comedy jock Rock. He said, ask Cody Rhodes. So that's what we got. And later on, that's the thing. What did he say to Cody Rhodes? What did he say? That's the thing. What did he say to Cody Rhodes? That's the question. Well, Rock really, he knows how to work the crowd. I got to give it to Rock. He knows how to work the crowd. Very, very unsurprising. It was very surprising that he did show up. Because we weren't expecting Rock. Not by any means. But I'm glad he showed up. I'm very glad The Rock showed up. He was not playing around. He did whatever he can to work with the crowd. You can't get mad at The Rock for that. Like he said, do you smell what The Rock is cooking? Because he cooked. And I give it to Rock. He definitely cooked. He definitely cooked. There's nothing I can think that gave us the reason of, you can't be mad. Rock, he did his thing. He definitely did his thing. But that's Rock for you. That's vintage Rock, as they like to say. Definitely vintage Rock. He does whatever he can with work the crowd, and he's going to do it at any cost, whether it's upset the fans or piss them off, whatever the case may be. He's going to do that, and he's going to get it done. That's what The Rock does. He's an entertainer. He's going to make sure he works with the crowd. He's going to make sure he get heat from the crowd. He's going to make sure he'll do whatever it takes to get the crowd against him or for him, whether he's a heel or a baby face. And we cannot hold that against The Rock by any means, because he is The Rock. But I'm glad that he showed up. That was unexpected. We're so used to being, things being predictable in WWE for the past several years. It was predictable at that point. No one knew Rock was coming. There was no reports that he was coming. No leaks, no nothing. None at all. And then, too, we're used to seeing Rock on SmackDown. Then, granted, he's along with the bloodline. Granted, that's the show he's been on for several weeks. And when they kept mentioning that this is the 11th show in a row sold out, should have known that maybe besides CM Punk will make a big appearance and end up becoming The Rock. He's the one that made the special appearance alongside CM Punk. And he came in the beginning of the show. We gotta give that to him. Much respect. Rock, he did his thing to work with us. He got us. And it was a great segment kicking off. It's just I didn't like the whole what he say. When I knew he didn't say anything, I knew he's gonna come back. But Rock, since I know he's not Roman Reigns, he's the final boss. We gotta acknowledge of what he did. We gotta acknowledge that. I gotta get acknowledged. Have to get acknowledged.
The whole world will acknowledge me.
So Rock got acknowledged. Crowd saw it. New heel theme music. Still liking that theme music he got. But other than that, Rock did his thing. A great way, like I said, to kick off Monday Night Raw. Now, after this segment here, we had a great kickoff match for the show. We had Ricochet. Oh my goodness, the shooting star press that he did. The amazing shooting star standing press he did on JD McDonough. He had, despite the interference for Dominic Mysterio, Judge Day was telling him, Ricochet cannot win this match. Do whatever you can to, get JD to win. It did not work. He ended up getting kicked out of the match. But other than that, JD, he got that work, took the L, and he definitely got it. And that got it at the end, and that's what Ricochet winning. And since he did so well, this is not just he's that good. It's not just that he's awesome. He got one of these tonight. Yeah, he definitely deserved it. I would say it's the match of the night, my opinion. Great spot by Ricochet. Doing that, great performer, still is. Hopefully he get a push someday, a proper push that he well deserves. That's why I play the You Deserve It. Now, anyway, moving along, we had a little match here. Had another match. And Andrade had a match tonight. And it was against Ivar. And Ivar lost and Andrade won. Great match by Andrade. He's looking very, very smooth in the ring tonight. Very smooth since he's been back. He's been doing his thing. I got to give him his credit. He looked very good tonight. He's looking better and better, more polished every single week that he's on Raw. Looking definitely good. Yep, Andrade looked great tonight. He sure did. Definitely looked great tonight. Andrade looked good. I know his matches, they've been long, they've been short. But other than that, there's going to come a time where Andrade is going to get a serious competitor. Who knows? Since he's been around Dominic Mysterio, he may feud with Dominic. I can see that happening in the near future. Maybe Santos Escobar. With the draft, maybe after the draft this year, maybe they both will end up on the same show. But Andrade's looking good. He's happy to be back. I think it's the second or third match since being back on WWE and then on the Raw brand. It's looking better and better. I'm looking for what's going to be the first major feud that Andrade's going to have since his return to WWE. So I can't wait to see what's going to be next week for Andrade. But congratulations to Andrade. Great win. Now, later on in the evening, what else happened in WWE? Oh, yeah, that's right. Becky Lynch and Rhea had a little segment there. Mommy and the Mon. Becky Lynch. Now Rhea comes out. This is Rhea coming out to the ring. She had Dominic Mysterio. I keep forgetting that they're a couple. I thought they was starting to nix that angle, but I guess not. Apparently not. But anyway, they had her come out, Becky come out. They cut segments. They talked. Becky talked, Rhea talked, and she said too that what was crazy. Rhea took it a little too far. She talked about how after she beats Becky, she said that her daughter is going to call her mommy, and Becky was not going for that. She's not going for that. Becky was saying, "Hey, don't you ever talk about my daughter." I noticed that that Nia was talking about her daughter too in a feud they had, but Becky was not having it. She said her dad didn't get a chance to meet her daughter, Her dad passed away a few years ago. I do remember when that happened. Shortly, I think it was right before she had her daughter. But anywho, you can see the emotion in Becky. And next thing you know, Don was in the middle of it. She told Rhea to leave, and then next thing you know, Becky attacked Dom. Then we get Becky and Rhea attacking each other. They have a little brawl. They had a little brawl. They was going out. It was wild. They had to get a little breakup from the officials. And as Becky, she got the work from Rhea. Rhea put her down, took her to the turnbuckle, and she walked out the ring. Then it was a back and forth. So basically, it seemed like Becky was getting the momentum heading to WrestleMania 40. And as we all know, whoever the champion or challenge get the most momentum right for WrestleMania, they more likely lose. So I don't know. Becky may not win at WrestleMania 40. Rhea may retain and still may be mommies on top. Well, we got a little comment. Alucard Rizzo said, wrestling sucks now, bro. If wrestling sucks, then why are you in my chat? If wrestling sucks, why are you over here making comments? Come on, man. Don't come over here with that nonsense, man. You want to get checked, don't you? Wrestling sucks. Why are you coming in here? Or you just being a troll, whatever the case may be. But I know one thing, Mr. Alucard Rizzo. If you keep, I'm going to give you a warning. I'm going to give you a little fair warning. If you keep coming in my chat with that nonsense, you're going to get a little messages like this. Bye-bye, bitch. So, don't be coming here talking all that nonsense. Wrestling does not suck right now. Or maybe you one of those old 80s, 90s fans. Wrestling's doing good right now. Wrestling needs to be on the juice. Why? Why they need to be on the juice for? The wrestler were on the juice. They'd even make it past 40 years old. And if you don't believe me, look at, or 45, I should say, look at Mr. Perfect, Rick Rude, Eddie Guerrero, just to name a few. Come on. I like the old stuff, bro. Why you getting angry? You ain't seen angry yet. I'm just getting warmed up. I'm not angry. I just said don't come in with that nonsense. That's all. If I was angry, you wouldn't even be here now. You would have been gone. So trust me, I could really get angry. 90s and 2000s, yeah, wrestling's good then, but I don't think it sucks right now. I got my opinion, you got yours. All this influence to ruin wrestling. That's your opinion, man. So you said 90s and 2000s is era. I'm just curious, Alucard Rizzo, what is so bad about wrestling that sucks today? Is it the wrestlers that suck today? Is it the writing? What's so bad about wrestling right now? I'm curious. I want you to answer that question since you came over at the red carpet ring. Like today's wrestlers, this generation of wrestlers, maybe you one of those Hulk Hogan guys and Macho Man Randy Savage. Ooh, yeah, maybe you one of those guys. I don't know. But anyway, this was the Becky and Rhea brawl. And they had a good segment, but I don't think Becky's going to retain at WrestleMania 40. I think she may lose. She's probably going to lose. That's my opinion. May not lose. Now, next segment of the evening. Had another segment here. We have CM Punk. He came back in Chicago. And there was CM Punk, Seth Rollins, and Drew McIntyre. And the thing about it is, this was actually a good segment. And first it was CM Punk, then Drew, then Seth. They all came out. I know the next thing I know, they all came out, but you could tell that the lines were improvised. You know, CM Punk was going in on Seth. You know, Seth saying, Punk, do you know I think of you? Punk said, nope. And Seth said, I don't think nothing of you. Then CM Punk saying, you know, Seth Rollins, before Seth came out, he was saying all this, oh, he all of a sudden taller than me. He wears heels. He was going in, and Drew McIntyre, I think CM Punk was talking about his kilt, whatever. And talking about, and it's funny, Drew and Punk, they all played off each other very, very well. All the both you mentioned. Okay. So you're not a fan of today's wrestlers. So so you must can't stand Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins as your champions. Okay. So everybody got their own opinion. But no, I'm not upset or I'm about to go off and lose it. I'll give you a fair warning. That's all I want to do, give you a proper heads up, just to be fair. But anyway, back to CM Punk's segment with Rollins and McIntyre. CM Punk was going in. He got on Rollins. He got on Drew. Drew was saying, Punk, why you worried about me? Why you obsessed with me? And CM Punk was like, when he showed the back of his shirt, Punk was like, if I'm so obsessed with you, he said, I never had to put another man's name on my shirt to sell merchandise. And he was on point, because that's exactly what McIntyre's doing, and he is. I got to give it to him.
Because I am that damn good.
So when he said that, Punk was speaking volumes. He was telling the truth. And then Drew, he's the one that made 2 shirts out of CM Punk. He's the one that goes on social media talking about CM Punk, making fun of his injury. Anything, Punk is living in Drew McIntyre's head for rent free. He's rent free in his head. Rent free in his head. You know, if I said your name right, Alucard Resolve. He said, I like Roman, but all these Logan Paul and influencers, you don't like Logan Paul. He is definitely an influencer. And the current United States champion. But you gotta realize Alucard is not compared to 2000. There's much more marketing, much more advertising. We're in social media era, we in technology era, as they call it. So, Logan Paul he did not start in the professional wrestling business. He did not train in the independent scene. He can wrestle. He's not a bad wrestler, in my opinion. But I think people don't like Logan Paul because he didn't start from the bottom. But they have to have advertising. They got to, move the needle. They have to push the narrative of wrestling, and it means advertising. It means promotion. I mean, you're going to have the prime drink by Logan Paul and his company in the middle of the ring of every PLE of WWE moving forward, starting at WrestleMania 40. So, the thing about it is, Logan Paul may not be the wrestler that you want in front of you as any champion, but he's marketable, man, and he's money. I believe he makes $5 million a year. But I know a lot of people don't like Logan. You're not the first person I heard say that. That's true. He is not a guy that started from the bottom of wrestling to up. I mean, how you think some wrestlers feel? He makes $5 million a year. You got guys that's been wrestling for 10, 15, maybe even 20 years, like Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens, and they don't even make that kind of money per year. Kevin Owens don't make no $5 million per year. Sami Zayn don't make $5 million per year, but Logan Paul does, and he's been wrestling shorter than both of those men. But yeah, definitely. Wrestling is definitely not like it used to be, but I will say this: it's gotten better for competition. We do have many wrestling companies. They may not all be the best wrestling companies, AEW, but it's still competition. We have not just AEW, TNA, NWA, so the landscape of wrestling is at an all-time high with marketing, with promotion. Some guys may not be your favorite in wrestling, but these companies are getting paid millions, even billions of dollars by TV network companies, and of course the Netflix deal with WWE. So I can see the point that you're coming from, Alucard. I can definitely see where you're coming from. Tyler Helton, how you doing? Welcome to the Red Carpet Rain. When you guys come to Red Carpet Rain, like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell when I go live and when I put something else on the Red Carpet Rain. Now, back to the CM Punk segment. This was a good segment, and it basically said that, I'm going to explain this later in the bonus round. They asked, will CM Punk, he mentioned, will he have a role, with, at WrestleMania? CM Punk said, will he be at WrestleMania? He said, yeah, but he ain't going to be wrestling. We know that because he's injured. But, with the segment here, CM Punk, they say could be a referee. Could he be commentator? But I will say, and I'm going to say this later on, he will play a factor in the World Heavyweight Championship match at WrestleMania 40 Night 2 between Seth freaking Rollins and Drew McIntyre. I think CM Punk's going to play a very vital role, and it's going to change the game. But I know what CM Punk said. He was talking about Rollins and McIntyre, and he left the ring. And McIntyre said he don't get the last word. Punk was walking out. Next thing we know, Seth freaking Rollins super kicked McIntyre, gave him the stomp, and that was the end of that segment. But it was a good segment. Like I said, this was an off-script thing. It was not a scripted promo. All these guys said how they felt, and it flowed well. I think it flowed very well. I'm a new subscriber. Appreciate that, Tyler. Thanks for subscribing to the channel. You say you think Raw is awesome tonight. Definitely was a game changer show. Definitely something different. Now, since this segment, since this segment's over, we had another segment on later on this evening. I think the segment here this was the tag team match. This was the whoever qualifies wins. It was New Day versus DIY. But we all know it with awesome truth. If you're looking at first photo, that was, I think, Paul Heyman and Drew McIntyre in the backstage. That's what that circle was in the front. Let you know. Also, the match ended in DQ. And we had a little brawl and everything else. But other than that, I don't know what they're going to do with this segment. I don't know if DIY and New Day is going to be added to this match. But I know that Judgment Day was not pleased. I think already with the tag team match being 6-pack at WrestleMania. So they took matters to their own hands to interfere. Other than that, though, good setup. Definitely good setup. Raw was definitely different. Olive Cross said R-Truth is a GOAT. Bro never ages and always have great personality. Yeah, definitely. R-Truth is definitely one of the best in WWE. Future Hall of Famer. And other than the ankle injury he had, he's always stayed healthy for the most part. Very, very entertaining. And he can wrestle too. Remember, he's a former NWA World Champion. Now, later on the evening, we do have one more left. And what we have for the evening, we did have the main event coming up. We had a little main event. And it was Jey Uso versus Shinsuke Nakamura. Now, Shinsuke won. He won the match. The thing about it is, he won, but it was bloodline interference. We had Jay fighting Shinsuke. We had Jimmy come out, Solo come out, then Seth Rollins and Cody came out. While Cody was fighting Solo near the back and taking down Jimmy, we get The Rock come out. The Rock came out, and this was the best segment of the night. I knew he was going to come back. I knew Rock was going to come back. I couldn't see him being away for long. I knew he was coming back. That wasn't a prediction. That was a spoiler.
And that's not a prediction. That's a spoiler.
But anyway, anywho, Jey Uso defeated Shinsuke and with a super kick regarding all of this. And Rock was just beating Cody up. He took him to the back. Rock was so cool with it. He had the sunglasses on, vintage Rock. Remember Rock used to get rock bombs at one time. He gave a rock bomb on SmackDown in middle of the reign of Triple H, and he had sunglasses on and did the people's elbow. I got that Rock tonight. That's the vibe I was getting with that Rock. But definitely something the crowd did not expect again. He beat Cody so bad, had blood everywhere. He even pulled out the belt. He talked about this a couple weeks ago on SmackDown. He talked about it. Rock was going in.
Here's your belt. The Rock is a man of his word. He said he's going to put your son's blood on this belt.
And that's exactly what Rock did. He brought the belt out, gave Cody a beating, gave him the blood, gave him that work. Rock was not playing with Cody tonight. He is the final boss. He's the final boss. He is the final boss. Let's see what you guys got to say in the chat. Raw was unpredictable. Something about those New York and Chicago shows. Yes, most definitely. You are right about that. I noticed that too, Good Bread. I gotta give y'all, that's an awesome statement you said.
And I'm awesome!
Now, see what else you guys have to say. I really dislike how they're watering down Rhea for Becky. Yeah, I'm not feeling the whole Becky. Becky's just boring. Like I said, they had a little segment. That was it. If anything, Becky didn't even seem that bad with Nia Jax. When Nia went against Becky and when Nia against Rhea, those are better feuds. You got me thinking that Nia should be the world champion. Irvin and Bruce said, after tag team match, give me Rock and Cody Rhodes night one. Man, Irvin, thanks for coming to the red carpet ring. Welcome. That's not a bad idea, man. It's really not. That's not a bad idea, man. I gotta give you. That's an awesome idea, matter of fact.
And I'm awesome! And I'm awesome!
Yeah, I like that idea. That's not a bad idea. Because that's what it seems like it's going towards, Curvin. It seems like it's a Rock versus Cody instead of Cody versus Roman. And who's been taking the multiple insults? Who's been trading insults for the past 3 weeks? Roman and Cody, or is it Cody and Rock? So I totally agree with you saying. And maybe they'll have that match in their future. I don't see them doing that now. That's my opinion. He said, people said we don't need The Rock. The Rock, that's, yep, right again. Rock is making so much more entertaining, and he's making Roman Reigns looking like an underling. Blood capsule, yep, the blood packets, yep, definitely. Because if you look, when the camera went to The Rock, like in this right here at the bottom, when the camera went to The Rock, Cody was inserting the blood packet. Definitely. I love any wrestlers. I'm a big fan of Cody Rhodes. Yeah, Cody Rhodes is definitely one of the best in the game. And I know he's at some point gonna win the belt. Thing about Cody, you gotta keep that momentum. Rock build up different. It definitely is. Cody Rhodes is smart. So Why you say Cody Rhodes is smart? I mean, he is smart, but I just want to hear your opinion on that. I don't think The Rock can hang one-on-one just yet. That's why I said that match with Cody and Rock's been in their future. This is not about Rock one-on-one. This is about Roman. He's still the undisputed Universal Champion. And if anything, Rock needs to take a slow start with the tag and later on get a one-on-one, whether against Cody or Roman. And also, Rock can't wrestle after WrestleMania anyway. Reportedly, he's supposed to be filming a movie between May and August. So May is a month after WrestleMania. The next 3 months after WrestleMania, he cannot have a match anyway. So if Rock were to have a one-on-one match after the WrestleMania 40 is over, it will be more of a, I don't know, maybe a Survivor Series type of thing, or maybe set up for World Roman next year or WrestleMania. It would definitely be a big event. But this was a very good segment here. Rock was the final boss. It showed how much of a final boss he really is. And I can't even take that away from you. And like I said, we know in the main event, Shinsuke got defeated by Jey Uso. But this was a very, very good segment here. This is pretty much what they did tonight. They turned up the notch. The notch was already getting high, turned up even more with The Rock and Cody. Every week, I feel like they turned up the notch closer to WrestleMania 40, which is a week from Saturday, April 6th and 7th weekend. Definitely. Non-title match, absolutely. He was no one back then, early 2000s, and all of a sudden he's a big star. Well, Outlook card resolved. Cody Rhodes wasn't nobody. You're right, but he was not pleased of how he was being booked back in 2016 with Stardust character, which led him to ask for his release from WWE. And he went to the independent scene, TNA, and then later AEW. He built a name for himself. That's how he got popular. And he helped, even not only was he in AEW, he helped start the whole company. And he was even one of the executive vice president, EVP for short. And he was not pleased with how that worked out. So since that didn't work out for him, nor his wife, who was the chief brand officer, he requested to leave AEW, and then he come back to WWE, with special provisions, the theme song. That theme song he has now, he started in New Japan and Ring of Honor. So Cody put in the work, and he built himself where he should be. Trust me, he put in the work to get the name that he has today. He didn't just walking on a silver platter or red carpet, no pun intended, for my channel. But yeah, definitely. But this was a good segment for Raw tonight. But this is the end of Raw. This closed out Raw right here. And I know there were some other matches I didn't mention. I know Ivy now was defeated by Candice LeRae. Candice LeRae cheated and other stuff, but I just want to touch the important stuff. Very, very good Raw tonight. Very good Raw tonight. This Raw was good, and if I had to give it a rating, this Raw was a 5 out of 5. Like Goodbread, and I think Tyler said it too. This was a great, amazing Raw. Definitely different. Definitely unpredictable. We was not expecting appearance by The Rock, especially we expected him to come back later. He came at the beginning of the show, came back to end the show, attacked Cody, showed the belt, cut great promo. While he's beating up Cody, like I said, it was a vintage Rock. What we're getting right now is a little bit of late 90s, early 2000s Rock, and then the Hollywood heel Rock, and he mixed it all together, or should I say mashed it up all together, and we got the Rock we have now. He calls himself the final boss. He's not the great one. He's not the Brahma Bull. He's not the people's champion. He's not even the Rock. He's the final boss. And we all know the final boss means that's the last guy you face before you win the game. So, final boss even hired a tribal chief. But this was a great, great Raw tonight. Like I said, I think there's one more Raw One more final Raw home show next week, and then we have WrestleMania 40. So definitely. Alucard results say great content, bro. Sub. I gotta get back to work. See you later. Thanks for coming out, man. I know we got off on the wrong foot, but you know me. I love wrestling, man. As you can see, you can hear it. And I know you had your reservations against wrestling, but we all don't have to agree on the same thing all the time. But thank you for coming out. Thanks for checking out the Red Carpet Ring. Make sure your notification bell is on, and also check me out on Instagram, X, formerly known as Twitter, and Facebook. But stay tuned. This is not over yet. Not over yet. We got a bonus round coming up. Definitely got a bonus round coming up. So let's get to the bonus round shortly. Definitely get to the bonus round. And the bonus round is about CM Punk. So let's do that. Let's get to the bonus round here. Give me 1 second, guys. Let's prepare for this show. All right. We are here at the bonus round. Bonus round is talking about CM Punk tonight. Bonus round was sent around CM Punk. And this is what I explained about earlier. Will he make a major role in a title match? And what do I mean by the title match? I'm talking about the World Heavyweight Championship title match at WrestleMania 40 between the World Heavyweight Champion Seth freaking Rollins versus the challenger Drew McIntyre and CM Punk. I got some questions I have to ask myself, and some things I'm concerned about. So you guys stay with me. Let's see what those questions are. Now CM Punk, we know that CM Punk is the best in the world. But he said something important tonight. He said that I believe it's CM Punk, what he was talking about today when he cut his promo of what role he'll make at WrestleMania 40. Is he's a referee, special timekeeper, or commentator. And I believe that CM Punk can play one of those 3 roles. He can show up in the middle of the match, be a special enforcer, timekeeper, he can commentate, he can be a special guest referee. And why do I say that he could be a special guest referee on this person? Why do I say that? Why can he be a special guest referee? The thing about it is he can be a special guest referee because CM Punk, you know, he's just a difference maker. He's a difference maker. He's a difference maker. He's CM Punk draws, whether you like him or not. And I believe that, you know, Seth and Drew could be somewhat predictable. Because a lot of people, myself, believe that Seth will lose at WrestleMania, you know, because of Seth's involvement with the bloodline, you know, him partnering with Cody for night 1, teaming up with him. The thing about that is CM Punk will make things much more interesting, whether what role he's in, especially if he's a referee type. And CM Punk could be, you know, referee, and you know he don't like Rollins or McIntyre. So I don't think he'll be biased towards one of the competitors. I mean, one of the competitor or the champion. I can't see him being biased because he don't like neither one of them. You know, but he gonna let worst case scenario have a draw, make the match end in a draw, but we don't want that. We want the World Heavyweight Championship to have a definite winner. That's what we want. And I think we all want that. The thing about it is CM Punk, I think being a referee, special timekeeper, commentator, special enforcer, I think that will make the match between Drew and Seth much, much more interesting. I don't see it being boring. I don't see it being drawn out. I don't see it being bland. I see it being as pretty much like when you're cooking chicken, fish, whatever, and you add seasoning to it, a special seasoning. I think CM Punk will be the special seasoning of this match between Drew and Seth for the World Heavyweight Championship. And it's much needed because it's so predictable. Because, like I said before, Seth is projected to lose because you're already involved in another angle night one. While Drew McIntyre's not involved in another angle night one, he's sitting resting, getting ready for night two to compete and challenge Seth for the World Heavyweight Championship. He has no other outside distractions. However, Seth Rollins does. And not only that, he inserted himself into being involved with the Cody, Rock, and Roman and the rest of the Bloodline angle. And that's what Drew was trying to tell him. Why are you involved in this? You need to worry about me. I've won the Elimination Chamber match for the men's. I'm challenging you for your World Heavyweight Championship at WrestleMania 40 Night 2. So I think that is a great scenario. You know? Gilbert, you said that Cole said the tag team match would be on Saturday, which means the titles will be defended Sunday. Yes. The tag team match of Rock and Roman versus Cody and Seth will be much more like the main event for night one, meaning not only will Cody and Roman fight night two for the Undisputed Universal title, but yes, Seth and Drew will also fight night two for the World Heavyweight Championship. So yes, now CM Punk situation, I think he adds more value to the match. Like I said, it's like a special season, much needed. Because they WWE see what they're trying to do. They could use Punk to throw us off because we know it's so predictable that Seth can easily lose the championship. Like Gilbert stated, the tag team matches are night one. So that could throw us off. The thing about CM Punk being in this match, whether he's a referee or whatever his role is, he could screw either Seth or he could either screw Drew. And what do I mean by that? I believe he's going to cost, more likely he will cost Seth the title, because CM Punk real beef is with Drew McIntyre. Why? Drew is storyline. Drew is the one that took him out. Drew's the one that's making fun of CM Punk. Drew's the one making t-shirts, multiple t-shirts, and goes to social media, as I stated earlier, to mock CM Punk's injury and saying in his promos, "I paid for this," saying stuff like that. And Punk is going to definitely come at Drew when he gets healed from his injury. Best believe Drew McIntyre gonna have hell to pay. If he does defeat Seth at Mania, CM Punk will be knocking on your door. I would say he's gonna knock your door down to get a championship match and to get revenge against Drew. So I think with that being said, when CM Punk does challenge Drew, if he's a referee of any indication of an official in this match, and wrestling, any factor, or if it's not official, it's going to ultimately cost Seth Rollins the championship at WrestleMania. I can't see Seth still being champion if CM Punk has a bone to pick with Drew more than Seth. He has issues with Seth too, but the thing is, Seth is not the one that took CM Punk out, put him on the shelf, and made fun of him in the process of that, getting a kick out of it. It was Drew, and Drew's the one he should be dealing with. That's my opinion on that one. That's another reason he should go after Drew, and he's going to cross Seth. Now, don't get me wrong, if he does cross Seth, which I believe will happen, Seth is going to have a bone to pick with Punk. So Punk will be feuding both separately from Drew and from Seth. But this is going to be a very interesting match, very interesting angle. CM Punk is the game changer in it, and it's going to cost Rollins, because it's announced that Seth Rollins has held the World Heavyweight Championship for over 300 days, longest title reign he ever had in his career. You know, and Drew, he hasn't had championship in several years. He hasn't had the belt in a while, since 2021, when he lost the belt to The Miz at Elimination Chamber, when Miz cashed in on him after being attacked by Bobby Lashley. So Drew is set up to get another world title run, and he'll be the second World Heavyweight Champion overall. But I do believe that Punk is going to cost Seth, and it may be inadvertently for all we know. It may not even be intentional, despite how he feels about Seth. Like I said, CM Punk don't like neither Seth or Drew. He said that tonight in his promos. But Seth ain't going to like that, and it's going to definitely be a war. Definitely. Grandest said this is going to be similar to Brett versus Taker with Shawn as the referee. Oh, I already know you're talking about. You're talking about the 1997 SummerSlam WWE Championship match where Shawn was the special guest referee. He was Bret Hart spit in Shawn Michaels' face, and Shawn had the chair. He was swinging for Bret, and then boom, he hits Taker, and he pins Taker. Taker shows the mat by Bret. 1, 2, 3. Bret is the new WWE champion. SummerSlam 97, if I'm not mistaken. The same SummerSlam where Stone Cold had his neck torn up by Owen Hart with the power driver for the Intercontinental Championship. I believe you're talking about that too. But yeah, it's similar to that. Definitely similar to that. You know, this is going to be a long angle. I can see this angle going from WrestleMania maybe to all the way to the end of this year, early next year. This definitely going to be a story for the ages. Punk, Rollins, McIntyre. I could even at some point see these guys have a triple threat match in the near future. Of course, after Punk is healed. At least that's how I would do it. But that would be a good angle. Very good angle. I don't see why not. But CM Punk, he is definitely going to have something to bring to the table, whether he's in the wrestler role or the non-wrestler role. But since he's going to fit Rollins and McIntyre, I will also say this to add to this what I said. Whoever wins or loses based off of WrestleMania, whoever benefits or loses the most, they're going to set up a story with CM Punk when he returns. And I believe this will be a long program that could last until next year. Now, if Drew wins solely off Punk, he benefited. He can have a story with CM Punk, a long program. However, if Seth Rollins loses the most and he loses a lot to the big L due to CM Punk, then he's going to have a storyline with CM Punk when he comes back from injury. So got to keep that in mind. We got to keep that in mind. We got to definitely keep that in mind. I believe that's what the case may be. So, since that is the case, like Gilbert said, it's going to be a long one. And with the brand, draft, I would expect all three of these guys to stay on Monday Night Raw. I don't see CM Punk going to SmackDown. I definitely don't see Drew going to SmackDown. He's going to win the title. And I don't see Seth Rollins going to SmackDown either. It's going to be all three of these guys staying on Monday Night Raw. And they're going to feud over the World Heavyweight Championship. And they're going to be feuding amongst each other. That's the whole thing about it. I don't see how any other way it would be. Now, the thing about it is CM Punk, like I said before, he's set to return this summer 2024. It's the CM Punk is set to return 2024. This is where we got the whole Money in the Bank around that time. We have SummerSlam, beginning of August, and we have a new event called Bash at Berlin, which is the end of August, which is pretty much the answer to AEW's All In. So CM Punk returns by that time. This one continue on. Then later on, we're going to Payback. We're going to have Night of Champions too. Night Champions. I don't know when they're going to have that. We got Night Champions later, somewhere right before summer or during it. And of course, Payback. We have also, what's after Payback? We have Payback, Survivor Series, and we have one more. I think that was it. I think that's it. I think it was just those events. The thing about it is, CM Punk's going to be working that whole angle. It's going to lead to a WrestleMania match. Who knows? I'm calling it out there. Maybe, just maybe, CM Punk could even win the Royal Rumble next year. Maybe. I'm saying maybe. Could be wrong. But then again, I could be right. But, and then we also have Fastlane. That's Fastlane as well. Fastlane, Payback, all that stuff. The whole feud's going to continue on until we get a definite end to the feud. It could end in a Hell in a Cell match. It could end in a steel cage match. Who knows? It's definitely going to be a fun storyline angle. Because I believe this is what they was going to do in the first place before CM Punk got injured. And when he got injured at World Rumble, I was so upset. I felt like Michael Cole at this point when he did get hurt. But injuries do happen in wrestling. But then when injuries happen, a return is set to happen too. So CM Punk will return this summer. Hopefully still on the Raw brand. And he's going to have a great story with Drew. He can either beat Drew, if Drew's champion, beat him for the World Heavyweight Championship. I can even see CM Punk having a run with the World Heavyweight Championship. I wouldn't see why not. I couldn't see it go any other way. Because we all want to see Punk win a title again at some point in his career. I know I do. You guys let me know in the live chat and playback. Would you like to see Punk have one more run with the championship belt? And if he is, he'll be the face. He could be the face that runs the place.
Recognize.
Yeah, recognize that he can do that. And like I said, he can be the face that runs the place.
Face that runs the place. It's the face that runs the place.
So when he will be the face to run a place and make you recognize, CM Punk will be an amazing champion, but I know CM Punk is not, he's getting older. I don't know if he'll have a proper title run, a long one. He could just have a title, put someone over. Who knows what the case may be. But this is going to be a very good angle. And I would love to see what's the next move they're going to do when CM Punk comes back. Who's he going to feud with? How's he going to get ran? And how CM Punk and whoever he's feuding with benefit from the whole thing, period. Who knows what's going to be the next move? Because I would love to see what's the next thing they're going to do with CM Punk. He will be at WrestleMania, as he stated, and I would love to see it. Now, CM Punk, we can hit a GTS. A couple GTSs, who knows? Maybe he'll do that, or he'll just fight a little bit. But other than that, CM Punk is going to make a huge impact on the World Heavyweight Championship title match, and he's going to make a huge impact on WrestleMania in itself. And he's going to have a long feud. There will be some cases. In most cases, I know he's going to put over McIntyre and Rollins, but don't be surprised CM Punk has the belt. But he will be putting over people. Don't suspect CM Punk. He do feud to get all his matches, to get all the W's. If you think that, then you better think again. I don't think that would be the story there. So, no, that would not happen. Like I said, you can even see him getting crowned as champion.
World Heavyweight Champion!
He's crowned as champion. But everything has book, like I say all the time, booking plays a major factor in this whole scenario. Booking plays a major factor. And that's why I'm expecting to see the best way possible of how the booking, how the long-term booking of Punk, McIntyre, Rollins, they feud with both or one by one separately, whatever it is, he's going to be the difference maker in that match. And I've always thought that, but other than that, it's going to be a great addition to the whole matchup. The last thing I want is a predictable match, especially a predictable match of all matches at WrestleMania. That's the last thing that we do not want. I don't think anybody truly wants that. That'll be the last thing I would want. But other than that, CM Punk will be a major factor. He'll have a major role, and he's going to be a game changer. And he will determine if he's involved. He's going to be a determinator who wins the most or who loses the most between Drew McIntyre and Seth Rollins. Only time will tell. We have to wait and see what happens at WrestleMania 40, night 1, and definitely night 2. And that's all I have regarding CM Punk bonus round. Will he make major role in title match? You guys in the live chat and also on the playback in the comment section below, let me know what you think of this bonus round, of what you think of CM Punk's major role in the World Heavyweight Championship match between the challenger, Drew McIntyre, and the champion, Seth freaking Rollins. Thank you all for coming out. Soon 2 videos will pop up for Red Carpet Reign. First video will be best reasons for her to turn heel. Second video will be, should he be inducted to the Hall of Fame? You guys be safe out there. Until then, it is OUT.